Hey everyone, and welcome to Weight Loss Wednesday. I'm Chef AJ, the author of The Secrets to Ultimate Weight Loss, and this is where I show you recipes for healthy, permanent, and sustainable weight loss. But today I'm actually going to do a recipe from my first book, which was written about 10 years ago, called Unprocessed. I'm thinking of coming out with a 10th anniversary edition because when this book was written, I was not yet proficient in using pressure cookers, and I'd like to convert the recipes to the pressure cooker to make them easier. So what I'm doing today is my tomato and tortilla soup in the Instant Pot. I'm actually cutting the recipe in half because I just don't want to make that much this time, so I'm using the 3-quart. If you can only get one Instant Pot, I really do recommend the 8-quart though, because then everything will fit. You can always do a small recipe in a big pot, but not so much the other way around. So what would a tortilla soup be without tortillas? So I am using these corn tortillas that I get from this local ethnic market called Garnish. They're made from just corn and lime. They're fantastic. We buy them like this many. We buy them piping hot, and then I just freeze them, so take them out when I need to. So I'm putting the tortillas in there. I have my onion, peeled of course. Whoops. I've got my garlic. And as you know, if you watch any of my videos, I always pre-measure all my spices for every recipe, so that's going in too. And then I have 2 cans of the fire roasted salt-free tomatoes. I've already opened 1 can, but I really want to show you how I open cans with this really cool can opener. I love things that are safe and easy, and when I was a volunteer culinary instructor at the Braille Institute teaching the blind how to cook healthfully, they had these type of can openers, and what's really cool about them is that instead of cutting into the can creating a sharp edge, which you could cut yourself whether you're blind or not, or which if your pet licks it could cut their tongue, or even raccoons out in the garbage, it makes an I guess it's just lifting up the seal, and it's really cool because then, whoops, it's not sharp. And what's really cool is you can actually put this back on when it's empty and use it to store your jewels. So I don't think any thief is going to take your salt-free sun-dried tomatoes. So these are great. You can find them at many types of healthy markets or even online, but you could always use the non-fire roasted. The fire roasting just imparts a little bit more flavor in my opinion. And then I'm going to put the top on. Whoops, always do it at 11 o'clock. And then I always use the manual button, and we'll do, it says, let's do 6 minutes, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like when it's done. The thing about the corn tortillas is they're going to actually break down and they're going to thicken the soup much the way that a potato would thicken the soup. That beep just tells you, is that what you want? Yep, that's what I want. When it's done, I'm going to show you how to finish the soup. So as I mentioned, this is my first time making this recipe, converting it to a pressure cooker. 6 minutes wasn't enough, but that's my fault for being lazy and putting that big honking onion in without cutting it up. If I had cut it up, probably would have been enough. So I added 4 minutes. I let it come down to pressure naturally. It smells amazing, and I'm going to blend it. If you don't want it blended, that's fine, because the corn tortillas will dissolve, but you would want to dice your onion. I just wanted it blended. So I'm going to blend this with the immersion blender. It's nice and thick the way I like it. And then I'm going to put it in a bowl. And you can top it with some roasted corn with cilantro. What I like to do is make little strips, and I do this in my air fryer at 325 for about 8 minutes. I just cut these into little strips, and they bake up really nice and crisp, and it's just a really fun way to garnish it. Some scallions on this would have been nice as well. So there you have it, tomato and tortilla soup from Unprocessed, made in the pressure cooker. I hope you'll make this, and I hope you'll enjoy it. Thanks so much for watching another episode of Weight Loss Wednesday. I'm Chef AJ, and I make healthy taste delicious so that you can have both the health and the body that you so richly deserve. Take care.